So welcome to Dump Truck Toolbox. This is Alan, and I thought I'd give you a quick tour of the information technology tools I use during a normal workday. Okay, so normal gauges, little computer screen there, nothing exceptional. We have a tablet, and I really use the DVIR tool, which links directly to our mechanics, and I use the GPS. I'll link to a video up here about GPS. There's more things you could do on a tablet. Our company doesn't do them, and things seem to work fine. So what do we use? Well, official company information technology. We have 5 tickets from 5 loads that I picked up today. And then we have the dispatch sheet, the job sheet that I get in the morning telling me where to go and what to do. And so that's old-fashioned paper technology, and it seems to work fine. Now, I have a couple of technologies I use, and sometimes I fire up the GPS on the cell phone as well. I also have some old-fashioned paper technology. And then something that one of the senior drivers suggested I get was this. This is a counter. I use it for counting loads. Actually had 5 primary loads today. I had 3 backhauls as well. But this is an old friend. First ran into it when I was driving a transit bus as a college student in the late 1970s. And even recently when I was driving the trolley for one of the tourist towns near here, we use this type of counter. So old-fashioned technology, and it works. I wanted to complete my thoughts on information technology in the cab. From the driver's perspective, it's part of the job. They're going to tell you, here's what we're doing, and here's how we're doing it. And it's okay to complain a little bit. Just don't make a habit of it. It's their truck. You're getting paid, and so if they say, here's a new way of doing it, this new app or this new device is going to be in the truck, then go ahead and do it. For the owner-operator of a hauling business or a manager in a larger company who's responsible for dump truck drivers, the equation's a little more complicated. A decision to roll out new technology is a matter of dollars, and it's also a matter of time and energy. The reason to put something new in place is it's going to generate more revenue. For example, a broker is using Iron Sheepdog or trucks or something else, and that's the way they're going to post business opportunities, hauling opportunities, and that's the way you're going to pick up the jobs. And then, you should do it if you're going to generate enough revenue to justify the cost, and if it's going to make your job a little bit easier rather than calling around to a bunch of people trying to find jobs. You use the broker's software system, and then that gives you the new revenue. So it's a dollars and cents issue, and it's a time and energy issue. One of the problems in the hauling business is a lot of people overpromise and underdeliver. If someone is offering you an opportunity to get more business, and you've got to invest some money and some time and energy in learning their system first, sharpen your pencil and listen to what they say about the opportunity. But also, you need to be a little bit cynical. If they promise you um, hundreds of loads a year, how realistic is that? Um, you may get into the system and find you're at the bottom of the pecking order among the broker's clients. So you just have to be a little careful about not believing all the promises. But if it makes sense and the new system is has a good chance to generate meaningful revenue, then go ahead and make the investment. The other investment is time and energy. Whenever I talk to people about change, I like to mention the performance valley. So here's a picture of it. And basically, this is saying that your normal day's work requires certain time and energy. And when a change comes along, it requires time and energy to make sense of it. So the sense making is stealing time and energy away from your everyday performance. And that's true for you as an owner operator or as a manager. It's also true for your drivers. And so is it worth it? If this new system is going to take substantial training, it'll roll out and there's going to be problems, the system will crash, and then you're back to using a scrap of paper and a pen in the truck. You got to say, is it really worth the investment, the performance loss to roll out the new change? Related to that, you often can decide who's going to pay the biggest cost in this lost time and energy, whose performance valley is going to be deeper. We rolled out a DVIR system at a company I used to work at, and we decided we were going to make it as easy as possible for the drivers. And so I was in charge of this project. I invested a whole lot of time and energy customizing the software, writing up job aids, testing things out. I learned how to remotely access every driver's tablet so I could see what they were seeing. And I could go in and take over the tablet and fix it while they were sitting on the lot saying, hey, it locked up on me. What do I do? We then made sure that the drivers felt fairly treated. So we said, come in 15 minutes early. We will pay you every day for the first week, extra 15 minutes. And that'll give you the extra time you need to figure out the system. And for many drivers, after a day or two, they said, I don't need to come in early. But we were acknowledging that their time and energy was important and was valuable. But we also said, you know, the me, the project lead, and then the other managers and the supervisors and dispatchers were going to pay the biggest part of this time and energy investment. And so I'm not saying that's the way you roll out all software. Sometimes you really do take a sink or swim approach and you say, here it is, make sure you log in and do what you need to do. And if you don't, you and I are going to have a conversation. So you can do, those are the two extremes, sort of minimize driver time and emotional energy by investing more of management and consulting time and energy, or sink or swim, or anywhere in between, and there's no one best way. You're going to figure out for a given system who's better equipped, who does it make more sense for them to pay the cost necessary, the time and energy cost necessary to roll it out. But I hope what you're picking up here is my approach to rolling out new technology in all the places I've worked, transportation and otherwise, has been think it through, balance the benefits and the cost. Don't just go after the next shiny new toy. Uh, don't just keep throwing stuff at the drivers. Figure out what makes sense, and then go do it. If you found this video interesting or useful, please like it, and think about how technology can help you make your driver safer. But as always, be safe out there, and hope to see you soon on the Dump Truck Toolbox.